I have to do my course for today. Here we are,
Hello.
Sloth. Congratulations on your victory. Look, what is it with you and trying to give us heart attacks? Honestly, mate.
I mean, Navi are a really good team. Like, we're up in arms. I don't think we've beaten them. I mean, we beaten them once in UK like a year ago, and we haven't beaten them since. So it was a very difficult game. Like, they're very, very, very good. There's a reason that they're considered one of the best in the world. So, you know, we just put a lot of work in.
Definitely so. And you know what? We're going to talk about that. First of all, in general, why do you think you've had 2 8-7s in a row? Like last Playday against Empire, what do you think really pushed you to the edge in there when you guys went to bank?
I mean, let's be honest, Milos. We're competing against some of the best teams in Europe at the minute. Like what I would consider 2 of the top 3 teams at the minute. And to beat them both, you know, it just shows the effort that we've put in. But they're both really really hard working teams, and it's obviously difficult every time we play against teams like this. But I think they're barn burners because there's so much passion from each side. You know, nobody wants to give up the loss or give up the win. Sorry. Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it.
You know, at the start of this game here on Clubhouse, you saw Navi banning the Sledge and the Mute. Were you surprised by any one of these 2 bans or both of them?
I mean, let's be quite honest. They banned Sledge to counter Benja. Like, there's no other reason why. Like, Benja is absolutely mental. Since we've had him, all he's done is drop absolute digits every game. So, yeah, I don't blame him for that. The Mute ban was a bit... I think we were prepping for the Mute ban as well, but it was a bit iffy because obviously we know they like running Mute a lot. They've got Blow who's really good on Mute, so it was like a 50-50.
All right. Well, since you're so honest to me today, what are your thoughts on Thunderbird since you got to play against her a few times?
She's mental, mate. Honestly, I love that operator. I love playing it. I love playing against it, you know? You stick... yeah. I don't know. I killed secretly through a mav hole with about 2-3 bullets on his feet, so you know that gun does absolute damage.
Yeah, is it the spear does the same damage? It has the same damage profile as the ARX, but it has more ammo in it and a bit higher fire rate or something like that. So it is really good. The spear is incredible to use, isn't it?
Yeah, the gun's mental.
And you know what? A mental player on the team is Benja, like you talked about. Today didn't have as much of an impact as he did in our last Playday. It's kind of difficult to top what he did in our last Playday, but he still got such important kills that it saved you a couple of rounds and pushed you forward into overtime. How is he, fitting in with the team? How long did you have to kind of practice with him? And do you feel that people are kind of comfortable with him? Any role changes or anything we can expect through over the next few weeks?
I mean, I can't go into too much detail as to what changes like we do or anything like that.
Mr. Officer isn't watching this. It's okay. You can talk.
No. I can't. Honestly, I'll lose my salary next month. I can't be doing that sort of stuff. But no, basically, the thing with Benja is obviously at the time we'd got rid of Kenny, we were trying players, and we sort of just clicked. Like we sort of meshed really well. It was back when it's the same thing that happened back when we got Kayak. When we got Kayak originally in this before the CL days, we just meshed really well together, and we got that instant connection with Benja. As much as people might think he's a bit quiet, he calls what he needs to call, and he frags when he needs to frag. You know what I mean? Like there's no better way to put it. He's a very good player, and I wouldn't be surprised to see if he gets Rookie of the Year, to be honest, because I think he will put up these performances against every team. Like I think this week was a little bit of a dip. However, I know that he'll be back up to that 19, 20 kill standard every week continuing.
Hey, man, for me, that sounds like a good time. And if Kovana ends up making it to the major, EUL finals, to Invitational, honestly, if you make it to Invitational and make it to quarterfinals, you have it right now. I will call Benja Rookie of the Year. It's just, if he came in at stage 2, then we would have more data on him. But right now, on the right track. So, hey, some hopes
of course.
In there, right?
Yeah.
Well, at the end, you guys get to play next week as well, and you go up against G2. You mentioned Kayak. He is still on the squad on there. And so anything you want to say to your ex-teammate and to your friends on G2?
We've all got nothing but love for Kayak. You know, Jordan made the right decision going to G2. It's an opportunity you don't not take, you know. So, of course, we're all happy for him at the time. I can't wait to play him again. I enjoy playing against them. They play differently. They play differently. It's a different sort of game of Siege when we played G2. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really.
And to the Kavana fans out there, is this stage 3 for Kavana? Is it back to stage 1 performance?
I want it higher than stage 1 performance, mate. I want new level. I don't want stage 1. I don't want stage 3. We want number 1, and we want to prove that we can get number 1.
I cannot wait to see it then. Well, Sloth, thank you so very much for being here with us. Congratulations again on your victory.
One sec.
Yes?
Sorry, I've not been asked, but I need to say one thing because I know he'll kick my ass if I don't.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had a pretty rough stage 1, stage 2, and I'm hoping to bring it back now with mental. But a lot of that comes down to Murat, Mr. Officer. You know, your twin brother. He's got some weird. He's got some weird ways of doing it. But to be honest, he's elevated the entire team's mental ever since the end of stage 2, and it's nothing but continuing.
Is it the singing?
It must be the singing. Yeah, that must be it. Yeah. And the chanting.
Understandable. It sounds like it has a beautiful voice. Well, Sloth, again, thank you very much. Thank you to Murat, of course, Mr. Officer, who's been helping out. We had him on the interview last week, of course. And yeah, for all the fans of Kavana out there, make sure you're tuning in for next week. They play against G2, and that might just be our match of the day. So, hey, tune in for it to see what the squad has to offer. Sloth, until then, thank you so very much. Good night. Bye-bye.
Cheers, man.